Welcome everybody to Desert Garage, and we're back with the 83 Oldsmobile Omega. We need to get cracking on this car. This car's just been sitting here, and it's kind of a sad thing. It's registered, she's insured, and she just sits here. And I never noticed there's a brand new hose on here. GM. Look at that. Wow. Something you don't see every day. But yeah, we need to get kind of cracking on this old girl. You know, so let's let's see what we can get done with her. So in the last shop video. Last shop video. It needs, you know, the accelerator pump is not working at all. I mean, that accelerator pumping ain't even working a little bit, to be honest with you. So we need to definitely get that carburetor off. The fuel filter is not doing too good. Sorry. Don't mean to move y'all all over the place. Oop, get my big old fingers out of here. I'm just gonna kind of set y'all back from the car a little bit. And the carburetor is not easy to get off this car. You think 1983? How hard can it be? Well, it's not that hard, but it well, there's a lot of stuff around it, and to get the fuel line off, the stupid valve cover has to come off, which I'm going to try to get it off without taking that off completely. So I'm going to use the trunk and my respirator max. I got to take it back. Some hollow mask, and it's new. Salt my tea out, get some tools together, and get this thing tackled. Because I really do want to start. I want to drive this thing. This thing drives better than my other car does. A lot better. So, let's see here. Let's go ahead. It's not a real bad day. Damn, everything's just covered in dirt from the last week. Just everything, man, is just covered in dirt. The last week, the dust storms have been horrible. And then I've been sick. I was sick last week because being in this shop, it hurt being in that shop. Because, man, it just, the dirt, everything else is like, ooh, yoy. It got to me pretty bad. So I had to miss a day of work, and yeah, it was not fun. Oh, okay, so I can't take that plug off right at the moment. Now, best thing to do when you're working on these old carburetors, take pictures, which I have my handy dandy phone right here. Of course, it's covered in dust, but that is the best thing to do. Just take pictures. There's not a lot going on to this carburetor. There's really not, but there's enough where you could accidentally get something, kind of not where it belongs. There's one photo. Turn off the flash, stupid. So we're gonna take some pictures here. This carburetor is the worst thing of this car. I mean, honestly, this is the accelerator pump just is not working at all. everybody says you can buy stuff to fix them and rebuild them, rebuild the accelerator pumps. I'm having a hard time finding one. And yes, I could buy a whole new carburetor for this car. Not badly priced. I mean, 300 bucks. But yeah, right now I only got 300 bucks. So, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do here, but I'd rather make this one work. That way I can sit here and get this old girl running and be able to enjoy her. Get it. I still want to get it cleaned up, you know. So there's a lot that I need to do to this car. Let's see. We gotta try to get some of this out of the way because we have, oh my gosh, all these plastic vacuum lines are just downright in the way, and you gotta be careful. You don't want to break these little guys, because then you gotta fix them. And yeah, it's not that hard to fix them, but let me see if I get a pair of pliers here. I'm not the smartest one in the bunch when it comes to carburetors. Especially when you got all them little rods that control everything, you know, for your choke and your secondaries, and oh my gosh, yeah, this has got a good sized 2-barrel carburetor under it. So I mean, it can I have a bad habit putting the rods all back in the wrong spot. Necessarily, I'm not saying that'll happen this time, but you know, I'm not gonna say it's not. No, I mean, generally carburetors ain't that hard to, really carbs ain't that hard to work on. And then the worst thing you got is all these stupid vacuum lines are just everywhere. They're plastic, and you just got to be careful. But you know, I can get the stuff to fix them. I'm gonna probably need more new vacuum lines because I still got all those ones by the canister that are broken and cracked up real bad. I don't know if they'll affect the way the car runs. I'm not real familiar on vacuum lines. You know, I've always dealt with stuff that, you know, didn't have any. I mean, we might go ahead and replace them just because we can, and we should. But I'm damn sure gonna have to buy some more brand new vacuum lines. I think I'm running kind of out here. See, I got one piece. This is that smaller stuff. 5/32 windshield washer vacuum tubing. And well, I think we might have the right size, and we might have enough. So let's go ahead and let's see. This electrical jobber doer is gonna come off. That comes off there. I think did I take a picture of that? Yeah, I took a picture of that. No, I did not just ask you all that. I forget what I said. I do have a bad habit putting stuff in the wrong place. I'll be very honest with you. But yeah, no, this car just ain't doing no good. Just, you know, sitting here and rotting away. So what she's doing. And we got mice out here too, so I damn sure don't want any mice to get in the little girl. Ah, there we go. 10 millimeter. Felt so bad because I went through a lot to get this car. And feel bad because, well, I haven't been able to do nothing to it. You know, I mean, money really hasn't been an issue. It's just, you know, trying to find the parts that are readily available. Now that's been kind of an issue. But that's what we deal with when we buy older stuff, you know. I mean, you know, so older stuff just means harder to find, you know. Well, we just got to kind of go through a little bit more and find older stuff. The only thing I'm going to have a hard time finding is a windshield for it, because the windshield is cracked up pretty bad. And so it's really going to have to be replaced. It's all in driver's side view. And it's not shattered, it's just cracked. That's all it is, but man, it's just going to, that part there is an expensive part, because I have searched eBay and everywhere, and I'm finding, you know, I'm finding windshields out there for these things, but man, people are trying to get $600 out of these things, out of the windshield. And I'm like, then you gotta find someone to put it in, because I'll be the first to admit I'm not really good. I tried putting in a windshield once. Yeah, it didn't turn out very nice. It leaked. It leaked really, really bad, and yeah, it just didn't turn out nice at all. So no, it didn't turn out good. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, didn't turn out good, and so I just leave it up. I just leave it up to professionals. You know. But the only thing I have not done, the only place I haven't really called yet is Safe Light. I know they can get a lot of windshields that, you know, are hard to find. You know, and I don't mind spending, like, honestly, guys, I don't mind spending, you know, $200-300 on, you know, a windshield. I really don't, because to me, you know, you spend $200-300 on a windshield, to me that's worth it. I mean, completely. That is really, really worth it. Even if I don't find one, the way I look at it is, at least I saved the car. You don't know what the car's state was. You know? I mean, it could have gone, if I didn't buy it, someone might have scrapped it or something, you know, because it would have went cheaper then, yet. And, I mean, honestly, the car really is, man, it's just too nice to scrap, man. I couldn't see it go to a bad home. And the finding stuff for the carburetor, that's been the only challenge. You know, honestly, that really has been the only challenge I've encountered. Come on, baby. I don't have any line wrenches, so God damn it. I don't have line wrenches. So I can't get this off, and I don't have, honestly, I don't even have vice grips. I don't know if I can just twist it off and just twist off the filter. There's not a lot of room here. Like, I mean, really. There is not a lot of room. And I can't take the carburetor off the engine because there's no give on don't give it the fuel line at all. So I'll be right back here real quick. All right, well, we're making a little headway here. Excuse me. Yeah, still not 100%. But I'm about 45.8%. All right here. Hey, we got our 4 volts loose. They're stuck to the damn stuff because, well, I don't have nothing to grab them with. So that's all right. Oh, I got one. I got a nut, carburetor nut. We got the cable. You damn little car. We got the accelerator cable off. We got the kickdown cable off. We got the spring off. Vacuum lines. Everything but, well, you guessed it, the fuel line. My goal is to try to bring it up a little bit so that way I can get a little better bite on it. I don't know, I may have to buy some damn line wrenches or something. I hope not. Now the worst case goes is I go put this carburetor back together, take it all apart, put it back together, and it don't work. That could be fun. Putting on my cigarette there. And then I'll bring y'all in here a little bit. I just wanted to get some of this other stuff done that, well, and I frankly been kind of, whoop, that vacuum line went to shit. Okay. That's a bad thing. We can deal with old vacuum lines. We're definitely going to have to get in here without this carburetor being here and replace quite a few vacuum lines because I just had another one bust. Just by touching it, it's like, bye-bye. It left the chat. Okay. They don't make these, whoa, I almost lost that one. They don't make these little carburetors very easy to get to the bolts. I'm using a little 1/4-inch drive, a shallow socket, and even with that, man, it's been kind of a bugger. And I got this open hole in the valve cover where the PCV valve was, so I'll probably drop a few things in there. Still don't know if I want to do this front valve cover gasket. The back one definitely leaks really bad, but it's got just as much stuff on top of it as the front one does. Fair car with 1983 would well have less attached to it. No, not even close, guys. Not even close. Okay, here's another vacuum line. We'll take you off, little guy. Oh, this is the one that goes on the air cleaner. That goes on, see, this one goes on the air cleaner. That's pretty easy. I'll lose that by tomorrow. That'll be all right. Okay, what else do we got holding this sucker down besides a stupid fuel line? Let's see, that's an electrical connection of some sort. Don't know where that goes. So if I don't know where it goes, then it don't exist. Right. Okay. Oh, another electrical connection right here for another jobber doober. I'm going down the road. Do we got all the nuts off? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got them all off now. Now we gotta get enough room here. Okay, that might have just gave us enough room to get this fuel line off without bending it, kinking it, breaking it. No, it's not bent. I don't want to have to take it off the fuel pump because then I gotta sneak it all the way around. No. We're not doing that. We may have to. Oh shit. Well, we'll see. I may have to go buy me some dang line wrenches. Well, yeah, once again, we'll see what we can do here. This is not a very friendly procedure here. Golly. Well, I still can't. I can't get that crescent wrench on there. And the thing is, we're going to have to just tap on this line because, like I said, we'll strip this thing out if we're not careful. The bolt, the flare, whatever you call that. You should really have line wrenches, honestly. If you're going to do fuel lines or even brake lines, if you can, get a set of line wrenches because you save yourself a lot of headache, especially when you don't own vice grips. And I don't own no vice grips. Okay, got a good grip on that. So let's just go wham, wham. Nope. You ain't gonna break out there, are you, little bugger? Da, 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 da. Hey, oh man. Did y'all hear that George Foreman passed away? Yeah, kind of a shame there. I just read about that yesterday. And I was like, oh man. I like George Foreman. Okay, why are you doing this? What in Moses sandals is going on here? Okay. Well, I think a lot of it is I'm trying to use a 1/2 inch, and it's probably a 13 millimeter with my luck. All right, this ain't gonna come off because that fuel filter on the carburetor, it's no good. It's gone. It got more dirt in it than the Sahara Desert. Here, let me show you guys here real quick what we're doing. All right, I gotta light up my screen here so I can see this here. This is what's fighting us, and this is what's fighting us. This is the fuel filter. So, on most, why did my camera quit charging? There we go. Well, oh, it's charging now. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to make sure you guys were charging here. I don't want y'all go dead in the middle of everything. So, we need to see if I got a 13 millimeter wrench instead. That's the best right there. I don't have one. I don't think I do. I don't. These have some more pieces behind this where I could have broke one in half because it ate the room. Well, when I did that, I lost that son of a gun. And never found it ever again. Hey, there's a 13 millimeter. You can try. See if it'll work. I doubt it. Now, if this don't work, we'll end up having to probably go down to Harbor Freight tomorrow and buy some line wrenches. Those are really your best friend. I've seen people just, hit the wrench and it pops right off. Never works out very good for me most of the time. Well, that 13 fits on there even worse. Well, I'll be a monkey's damn uncle. Why do you not fit on there? And give you a set of vice grips. Small pair. Small crescent wrench could be your friend too. Because if I had a smaller crescent wrench, I could probably get onto this filter a lot easier. And I'm being very, well, probably won't fit. And we gotta try to make this half inch work, I guess. Golly. Yeah, that's nice and loose. I mean, not loose in a good way. Okay, you can put a little oomph onto this and go wham. Oh, nope, that didn't work. That did not work. Going wham. Man. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, guys. We are gonna have to. Ah, there we go. Finally broke that son of a gun free. After I just ran my knuckle into something. But we got it broke free. Now, the only bad thing is, top of these carburetors, guess what they got? They got Torx heads. Oh yeah, I don't really like Torx heads very much. I could take it or leave it, to be honest with you. I mean, you don't have to worry about them stripping out is easy. That is actually the nice thing about that. But I got a little money this time left over out of my paycheck. Like I said, I do everything out of my paycheck. I don't take it. I don't get paid for YouTube, you know. I just like what I do here, you know. And golly, guys. I still would rather work on this older stuff versus working on newer stuff. Honestly, I mean, about the newest I want to work on is maybe mid-90s. Those weren't too bad to mess with. But you get into 2000s on up, oh my gosh. Those things, some of those are just a nightmare, especially on your imports. I'm not a big fan of imports anyway, but and fingers don't want to work here. Come on, fingers, don't let me down now. Then when you get ready to put all this back together, you discovered, hey, guy, you know what you just messed up, dude? You just broke half your vacuum lines. No, vacuum lines, they're easy to fix. As long as you don't forget where they go. Because you put one where it shouldn't be going, and you may not have a car that runs right ever again until you figure it out. That's what I like about 70s stuff. You very seldom have any kind of vacuum lines on anything from the 70s. I mean, you might have a vacuum advance, of course, but you're not going to put that in the wrong spot. But I'm trying to save money so I can buy some more stuff, you know, too, because, man, I love cars. I love trucks. I love odd cars. And to me, this little Omega is about the oddest you can get besides the Pacer. So, I'm going to tell you guys, if y'all ever have, like, I don't know, anything laying around, and I don't have to drive 2,000 miles to go get it, and it'd be a good revival, hey, let me know, because I might just be interested, you know? Come on, baby. Oh my gosh. The line says I ain't coming out today. Okay, it came out, I made it. Oh my gosh. That gasket has more dirt. And no, I'm not going to say it's a hard desert, but it's got a lot of dirt on it. Here's our little carburetor, little Rochester 2-barrel. It's a Verijet 2. Which I don't know what a Verijet stands for. Haven't looked it up, so I couldn't tell you. Now I'm gonna be really upset if the last time this thing ran, if this filter was so clogged up where it just didn't want to do nothing. Oh, this fuel filter may have been our problem, really, the whole time. I'll be a monkey's uncle. I bet it was. I don't know if you can see this, but it's kind of hard to blow through it. It's very hard to blow through it. If I remember right, you should be able to blow through this relatively easy. If I recall right. Spring in there. Oh, there's that little spring. I think we're just going to put this little guy right back here where it belongs for a minute. Screw it back down. Not forget about it, because that does need a filter in there. Oh yeah, that ain't hardly going through there at all. Yeah, well, we definitely got some carb issues going on. And I think a lot of it's all at that filter. Honestly, I think it really is. Okay, I think it's all at that fuel filter. Because I can't hardly blow a lick through that thing. Y'all seen it, it looked pretty bad. I'm used to being able to fill float bowls with. I'm used to carburetors where you fill up the float bowl by, you got the little tube sticking up, and that goes right down in the bowl. This, it's got a little screen right there, and I think that's what might actually fill up the bowl, but I don't know. I mean, I got a little bit of gas here, but I really don't know if that's what would do it or not. I don't know if that actually does fill up the float bowl. I mean, the right thing to be is to just take it apart and go through it and try to rebuild it. I was telling you all about all these little rods. Well, these little rods have to go in certain places. And I'm not good at putting these little rods back together. I'll be very honest with you. Now, the thing is, we gotta look and see how many of these we actually gotta take off in order to get the top off of this. Alright, we can take this off. Take this off, release it. That'll take this and this loose. That'll free up some room right there. We've got the rod for the accelerator pump that's going to have to come off. So 1, 2, 3. Looks like only 3 rods. We got to 3 things we got to take off to get this top off. 2 rods. 1 for the accelerator pump, 1 for the choke, and that looks like that's oh no, maybe that's not it. Let's see, 4. We got to take. We might be able to leave this one on. So, I mean, that carburetor won't be too bad. I like the quadrajets. They're easy to work on. Hollies ain't so easy, but now I think, if I remember right, y'all might want to refresh my memory. Isn't a Rochester Verijet like a Quadrajet? Let me know on that. I would really like to know if they're relatively the same or what. Now, we got it. What in the sand hill is this? Electrical doodads going into this, into that. Let me bring you guys in. I'm seeing stuff that I don't recall seeing. Alright, well, there we go. Like, you got two electrical connectors going into this, this, and they plug in right here. Why? That needs some good cleaning up, though. And I'm gonna have to buy a whole rebuild kit for this car, for the carburetor, it looks like. Because, well, there ain't no gasket on the bottom of this, so that does serve as gasket. Okay. I just don't know. That thing is, it's got a screen at the bottom too. Now, there's a lot of built up gunk and stuff. We're gonna have to take that off and unplug that and take that out completely so we don't get dirt down in there. Because this base plate and gasket. Y'all can see it? Well, shit, you're not even looking at the damn car, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the car. I'm over here, not over there. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that. I don't know how to zoom in, so. But I think, I don't know what the hell this is for. It's got a little screen on here. What the heck that's for? But that definitely has a lot of dirt on it. And then we got that vacuum line that needs to be replaced. That's split. Oh my gosh, that's split bad, guys. Okay. And I think before we put the carburetor back on, we're going to do these valve cover gaskets. I think we're going to do it before the carburetor goes back on. Now I got a little gas. God dang. You know, I hate these new gas cans that they come out with, and they're a pain in there. But they got safety crap all in them. And then you got this dumbass screen that goes in here, and I don't know what in the holy molasses this thing is. And yes, don't worry, we're gonna put a rag over the top of the intake. I don't know what the hell the stupid screen is. I'm gonna see if we dump some fuel in the bowls of this carburetor. I think this is where we put it. I need to confirm if we got an accelerator pump. I don't think we do. I really don't think we have an accelerator pump. But every time I've went to start this carburetor, I've had to hit the fuel filter repeatedly just to get it to kind of fire up, you know what I mean? Oh, do we have an accelerator pump, don't we? Yep, we do. We have an accelerator pump. That's good news. So it's just this fuel filter's gone. It's so clogged up. So that is a good thing. We don't have to rebuild this carburetor. I'm gonna pour a little bit more in there, but I do confirm that my hand got wet with gas. Whoop. Well, we overfilled that float bowl. That's really nice. Okay, that's open already. Oh, damn choke. Open up, choke. Oh yeah, the accelerator pump's working good. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. The accelerator pump is working. It's been my fuel filter the whole time. So that's good. I'm glad to see that. Now guys, the right thing to do would be to take the carburetor all apart, replace the gaskets, at least clean the jets. Excuse me. At least clean the jets and the float. You know, get in there with the float and clean the needle down and everything. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a new fuel filter for it. Those are easy to find. They're cheap too. So we'll get a new fuel filter for it. We'll take and I don't want to do without that fuel filter. Definitely not. There still might be trash in this gas tank, even though I have filled the fuel tank up on it. So we're going to take and grab a new fuel filter, put in there, and I think it'll be fine because the carburetor did not leak at all. I mean, I drove it 200, well, almost 200 miles. It just was a little sluggish on the acceleration, and I had to tap that filter every single time. So I think we'll be fine. We'll spray a little carburetor cleaner inside there to kind of help with the needle and the needle seat and all that. So for the float, but I don't think we got a sticky float either. Besides it being a little sluggish, you know, the carburetor did really good. I mean, shit. Guys, I got, what, 25 miles to the gallon with this car. Amazing, right? Yeah. So, we're gonna come back. I'll go tomorrow, because it's Sunday, so there ain't nothing open right now. And I just don't feel like going back into town. So tomorrow, I gotta go into town. Tomorrow's my lady's birthday. And so I got some stuff I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take her out to a nice dinner and whatnot. So she turns 48. So yep, that's what we got going on. So we're gonna get a rag together. We're gonna put everything together. We're gonna get ready, and because we got to do the valve cover gaskets. I want to do those at the same time, and the spark plugs, and then the distributor cap. I want to go to what's the hell's that damn place called? Not Harbor Freight, Hobby Lobby, and see what they got for upholstery. Some sort of material that I can put on these seats, make these seats look a lot better. And I may redye the carpet. But we want to get this car on the road, most definitely. So we'll be back on it. All right, we found a new fuel filter for the carburetor inside the car. So we went down, and this is a whole new other day. It's the 24th, Monday. So we started this yesterday, so we had to go down and get some more vacuum line. And we said previously, found out the accelerator pump is indeed working on this carburetor. So that's one less thing we got to worry about taking apart. So I think we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna tighten up these bolts to this to the valve cover gasket, and then because I mean they're leaking, but they're not leaking real bad. So we'll just see if we can snug those down. It's gonna be kind of a pain, even though I do got the new gaskets, but we're gonna go ahead and do the spark plugs while the carburetor is off. Oh yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I mean, this back one is leaking, but you know, it's just a lot of residue, and I don't know if it's actually the gasket. I mean, it could just be stuff that has been gathered up on that valve cover. We're gonna see here, make sure, because we found a few things that was loose on it already. But I was kind of glad I don't have to take the carburetor apart on her. That one's tight. But yeah, I found and I also found a few, a couple of, yeah, see, these are going to be kind of a pain. I need to get some more. Okay. We also found a few of the carburetor bolts were completely loose on this car already. And I think that might have been why it wasn't running very good. More than likely, that's why it wasn't running very good. So my goal is, I kind of took off from work, I think, and get myself an extra day off here. We're gonna go ahead and do the spark plugs in this car, and do the distributor cap, all while the carburetor is off, because it would just be, it's so much easier to work on it without that there. So, I'm gonna get the new spark plugs. That might help. Yeah, we found in the glove compartment while we were going through everything yesterday, we indeed found brand new fuel filter and a PCV valve. Oh hell, I mean, that's a pretty big score. That's $10 savings right there. I wasn't going, I don't think PCV valve, but you know, at least we got it. We might, depending on how bad it is, we might go ahead and replace it. Now, I got Champion spark plugs for this car because it's the only thing that I could find that they actually had in stock that cost $20 a piece. So we got these Champions. Let me find the part number here. Yeah, we got these Champions. Maybe y'all can see that part number for the 2.8 liter 6-cylinder motor. They are the copper. Put the rag over the intake here. They are copper, so they'll be fairly efficient. And I mean, this thing really don't need spark plugs, but I mean, we got them. Those are going to be easy to put in, so we may as well just go ahead and do it. What we got to do. Everything is in the way. I want to be careful because I don't want to break these damn plastic lines. The plastic. What am I trying to spit out, guys? Vacuum lines. Because those things, man, those things will break quicker than crap. So, where's my ratchet? Big ratchet, where'd you go? Where's that? Where in the Moses is, and I was telling y'all, you know, some of these things you might want a little smaller of a guess what? I found a smaller one inside the house. Yeah, it is. Now I don't need it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get these plugs in real quick here. And you know, y'all don't need to see that. I mean, y'all done spark plugs a million times, so you know, you guys don't care to watch someone put spark plugs in a car. I already know that. All right, we got the front spark plugs done. We got a problem. We can't get these back ones. Not without taking apart half the damn car back there. And I found a, I don't know where it went to. I think it might have been loose to begin with. Found a vacuum line just kind of hanging out. I don't know where it goes. Yeah. But it's there. Sorry. A little noise here. But I don't know if y'all can see it, but these are the spark plugs I pulled out, and they're really not that bad. This is number 1 cylinder, number 2, and number 3. Not that bad, really. So, but yeah, those. Let me see if I can get y'all in here a little bit. I gotta plug you guys back in. I had a hard time with my damn camera turning on all of a sudden. Okay. So, all right. So the bag 3 are, well, they're way back in there through that whole conjunctified mess. I got my hand stuck in there once. And now when I was kind of looking around, I thought I broke something, but this thing was just sitting back here. And it loops around and it hooks in right there. Maybe why we're having problems with it running. I haven't figured out where that vacuum line is supposed to go. So we're gonna do the right thing, and we're gonna ignore those few issues. And sounds like a good idea, you know? So we're gonna ignore those. And I mean, it ran good anyway, so I think we'll be fine. No, we probably won't, but we can pretend we'll be okay. Okay. I hate these cap setting parked. So, yeah, we'll pretend that just didn't happen. So, Batman. You know, sometimes you just gotta pretend that you didn't see something. You know what I mean? Say, nope, it's fine, it's okay. No, not really, but we can pretend. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, which one is which in this motherfucker? Sorry, this sucker. The 1, 2, 3. You know, guys, I hate doing distributor caps. I really do. There's something of a pain. Could be worse. Right there. But I'm just trying to match everything up here. Blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I think that'll work. No, it probably won't. monkey is going on here? There we go. All right. That'll give us a little bit more room there. We don't actually put on the wrong firing order. You know, all that good stuff. Okay. So, skip one. And go to this one. This thing does need a new one, though. New distributor cap. Most definitely does. What? Well, let go there, little guy. Good Lord. Moses. Okay, let's take that one off. Okay, you still got the factory spark plug wire separators on it. Which, I mean, they're in pretty good shape until I break them. Which we're going to try. We're going to try to, I mean, try not to. There's one. There we go. Now we're making more room, guys. Okay, that one goes. We'll snake around here. Like so. I hate doing distributor caps. Distributor caps came in a pain. I mean, because you don't got no goddamn room here, guys. Lord. There it is. I just didn't want to bore you guys with, you know, all that damn hoopla here going on with spark plugs. You know, because, I mean, come on. Doing spark plugs is not a glamorous job. It's not exciting. By no means. Okay, this one here. It's gonna go here. And right there. Now, these spark plug wires are really not in bad shape here. That's why we didn't really worry about them a whole lot. Oh, you go back on there. I'll forget where you go. Well, Moses, I'm crying in the damn mud here. Okay, it's only one plug wire. I ain't gonna forget where it goes, I promise. Leave the coil hooked on there. Well, the coil is easy to find. Alright. Marked on the inside. No, it's not marked on the inside. I thought it was marked. This is an original Delco. Made in the USA. But, I don't know, you all probably can't see in there, but it's got some pretty heavy corrosion on it, to be honest with you. So, ooh, those ain't screws. You know, they don't make things very nice. No, it won't. Okay, I only got 2 plug wires left here. So let's try not to screw them all up. That looks like that's about a 5 millimeter, so a quarter. Yeah, these little cars, I mean, they're not hard to work on, but you figure some 1983, there'd be a lot more room than what there was. No, there wasn't. Well, what the hell? No, that's not the right size either. It's going to be measured. More likely. Now, if I was smart enough, I'll bring the new rotor over, see what size those are. But guess what? Son of a... I'm going to do that. tape on if I and there I go. I'm gonna be walking back and forth for an hour. And of course there ain't no new screws in here, is there? Oh, there are. All right. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit smart. Oh, those are actual screws. Well, that don't do me no good right at this very second, but I'm glad it's actual screws. Oh, let me throw those, not right there, so that way I step on it. I can't look at these and just tell you. That's smart. Plus, what's the fun? You know, I mean, no. Oh, okay. It's a 5.5 millimeters. All right, now we're getting somewhere here. I like getting somewhere. Now, remember, I did take a picture of everything on this carburetor, so when I go to put it back together, at least I know I don't screw up that way. But, yeah. There we go. I mean, this is a Delco. I mean, this rotor, I mean, it's not, well, it's not bad, okay, but it's not great. So, figure while we're in here, I couldn't do 3 spark plugs, so we'll pretend that we did. You know? Sound like a good idea? We'll just pretend we did. Y'all didn't know that either. You know, y'all don't see nothing. You don't hear nothing. You're like, hey, no, he replaced that damn rotor. He shed it himself. So, then I'm gonna see if I can drop these little baby screws. You know, we could probably do that. I'm gonna put one in my mouth so I swallow it. That sounds like a good plan. Whoa! So, oh, okay. Screwdriver's magnetized. That's good. There we go. Now we're going in that there hole. Now everything inside the distributor actually does look like it's in pretty good shape. Maybe one day we will do a full tune-up on this thing and replace the spark plugs. But you know, the spark plugs ain't in that bad a shape here, so like how I did that, guys. I don't know, anybody asked me, did you replace those back spark plugs? I'm going to say, yes, I did. Why you got 2 new ones in the car then? Those I bought spares. Come on, baby. You going to screw down in there or not? Or are you just going to mess with me? Come on. Don't you hate it when you're messing with stuff that's, you know, over 40 years old, and sometimes things just don't work out like they should? Well, I'm having that issue right now, this very second there. I got a screw that don't want to go in the damn hole. Okay, what in the holy molasses here? I don't want to have to put that back in. You know what I mean, guys? Shit. Thing's got 2 washers on it, and I don't think it really needs 2 washers, guys. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and leave them there. I mean, definitely it needs it, but good Lord. Things are just being stubborn here, people. Don't. I mean, shit. Shoot. There it is. I don't know why I still want to go. No, guys, this should have fit right on here. It started right in once. It's like, no. Guess what, buddy? It's not gonna work. I don't know what the hell exactly is going on here with this. If I can get to bite down on, one side. Well, there went some tools or something. Oh yeah, just the socket. It's fine. I get to bite down on one side, but not the other. Yeah. What the hell? Why is it doing this? I mean, man, the rotor only goes on one way here, y'all. Ay, ay, ay. Well, yeah. As they say, it ain't no fun unless you have a hiccup. And boy, do I got a damn hiccup here. I may end up throwing this old rotor back on. Because, I mean, this one just... Ay, ay, ay. This one does not want to go on. If the rotor's the same. Watch. Oh, take it off. You see, I mean, it fits on there like it's supposed to. Let's see. Yeah. This one's got a little rust on it right here, but fits on there the same. Why are you not? Okay, push these down all the way. We have the clearance. Yeah. It's the same. What in there? And guys, if I sit here and hold my mouth in the other direction, ay, ay, ay. What? I wonder if I can just use these old ones. Use the old ones. Maybe that's the problem, you know? Try that. We got it. I have a letter here somewhere. still don't know what the deal is with that vacuum line. I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't know where that goes. That was just, it was looped back by the firewall, which is really, really weird. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. But we need to get it where we get this. See if we can drop this one. Probably should have taken it off before I started messing with everything, but all right. Now this should work. In theory. We got our extra spark plugs there. Yeah, that other thing, I can't see where that other vacuum line goes to. I know I didn't take it off of anything here. You know what I mean? Oh, there went that ratchet. Or the extension. Get back over here. See? That one goes in. Now, see? The old one's going, I guess the new one's just maybe not really made for the car. So. There we go. We don't want to over tighten that. End up breaking it. There we go. There we go. All right, now we're back in business, guys. Okay, let me come back to y'all here in just a few. All right. Had a few issues here with the we had a few issues with the distributor cap and wires, and well, the only thing I can tell y'all is it's gonna be, oh no, it's gonna be very interesting to see what goes where. I didn't tell you all that now. I'm gonna put in this new fuel filter. Holy name of. I'll just tell you all this. It was a bunch of cussing and everything else, and oh my gosh. That's all I'm going to tell you. It was just a lot of cursing, hooping, hollering. I was really hoping on having this car together, and I think that's the whole problem is I'm trying to rush this stuff because I want to get it together. I want to drive it. I mean, that thing has been parked here for over a month, guys. And I don't like cars parked that long. You know what I mean? Okay, well, we kind of know where that goes now. And no, I did not just say that. You didn't hear me what I said. Look at all these vacuum lines that I didn't cut to fit yet. Just because, yeah, I don't know. I just didn't come to fit yet. I'd rather do that when I'm on the car, to be honest with you. We got a bunch of electrical connections here, and we'll see if we can just remember what went where. Oh boy, this is gonna be very interesting. Okay, where's that one electrical? Oh, that electrical connection kind of bounced up out of the way here. In the way. You go right there. Okay, never mind. You stay put. You're fine. Okay. Na 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 na. Dee da 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 da. Okay, whoops. You gotta go somewhere else there, guy. Oh, man. Oh, that's not gonna be easy. Some of the littlest, dumbest things can just bite you in the butt. You guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, nothing ever goes easy. Especially when you're fooling around with old cars. You know, old cars are really never easy to mess around with because you always got a problem of some sort here. And where's my half-inch? Oh, right there in front of my face. Dude. So yeah, old cars always just kind of, well, they kind of just bite you in the butt a little bit, or can. Oh, get in the hole. Yeah, watch these flared fuel lines, because if you're not careful, well, speaking of not being careful, I'm over here trying to pull lines around and everything else, but if you're not careful, you can cross-thread the heck out of that. And then you got a really big leak. And then you gotta get creative and just cut that stupid flared end off. And run a rubber line and get a barred fitting. Yeah. You don't have to do all that. I think we're gonna get pretty lucky here. Still don't know where that other vacuum line. I don't think it was hooked up to anything, guys. Maybe I'll have to look on the bottom of the air cleaner. Because, I mean, it's really long. But this is why I typically mess with stuff that, you know, is like, I like messing with stuff that's 70s because you only got one vacuum line. Vacuum advance. You know what I mean? That's the only line you got is a vacuum advance, and that makes things so much easier. Oh, and the brake booster. This little guy, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here going on for a 1983. There's a lot going on. Now, as you seen me, guys, I think you saw me, is I did take pictures. I was smart. So if I have to, I refer to the pictures. Now this end, the metal line that goes into the carburetor, I noticed when I was pulling off, it was a little boogered up. That's kind of got me a little worried, but we're gonna do what we can here. Almost everything just falls into its own place, so I'll tell you that right now. You know, a lot does. A lot just kind of falls into its own place. Especially when you're dealing with certain vacuum lines. I mean, they'll just, if you're dealing with factory stuff and you just kind of let it fall, sometimes it'll just, there we go. Sometimes it'll just go where it needs to go. Sometimes. It really helps to pay attention. Don't be like me, I get in a big hurry and I go 900 miles an hour. I just hope I got the firing order back to correct on the distributor cap. I think I did. Everything seems to be pretty much where it needs to go. So, let's go ahead and get these nuts on this base here real quick, and then we'll start getting all this other gobbledygook stuff here put up and put where it needs to go. Oh man, it's just sometimes old cars are a pain in the ass. I'm being very honest with you guys on that one. They can be. They can be very testing. But you just gotta, you know, keep it cool because in the long run, they're really not that bad to work on. This is going to be a long video though, I think. And then you drop it. Uh-oh. That ain't good. When you drop a nut. Oh, shoes. Maybe my screwdriver is magnetized enough here. All right. As I said yesterday, there's not a lot of room here. So let me get this carburetor buttoned up here real quick. All right. We didn't film the whole thing, but it's back together. There was a little bit of cussing going on. Wasn't fun. A lot of trying to remember where the hell I put shit. So we're gonna go ahead and I guess we are about ready to fire this thing up here. After I throw you all on the ground. So, if my cigarette goes out. Alright guys. You guys go in and sit there and chill and just look at the engine for a minute. After I lost 2 vacuum lines, I finally figured out where they went to. So that was a good sign, a good thing. So the one I lost goes on the bubble back there. But got the carburetor all put back together on it, and vacuum lines have all been replaced except for these ones here, and I don't think we're going to worry about them because they're not broke all the way through. So unless it really runs like crap, we ain't going to worry about it. But all the ones on the carburetor are all been replaced, and some of the ones for the EBAP. So hopefully she starts up a lot easier. Fuel filter has been replaced in her, and the carburetor is working properly as far as the accelerator pump goes. So, and this has been kind of a nightmare. Not much room on these little guys. Pump the gas. And she fired right up. Well, she kind of did. Come on, baby. I think carburetor just needs to be replaced on her. Make sure I didn't forget hook nothing back up. Make sure she ain't leaking no fuel anywhere, because she should have fired right back up. Yeah, turned off the ignition. Let's check this out here. Something's not right again. I think it's all in this carburetor. Got the steer gap put in relatively the right way. No, there ain't no leaky going on there. Well, let's go ahead and pull this back off. I guess there's some air cleaner. And pull it off here. I still think this carburetor's all jacked up. Which I really want to just buy a new carburetor for it. Everything is hooked up. Yeah, every single thing is hooked up and everything's in the right place. That's plugged in like it should be. It kind of looks like it. So I really think this carburetor is about done for. Really, honestly. We know the accelerator pump's working. Alright, you guys kind of hanging out in the side here for a minute. Look at the dashboard, it's pretty. Well, just that damn needle sticking. As that needle could very well be sticking too. I should have just pulled it completely apart and I didn't. Now she fired up. I primed the bowl. Yeah, something ain't right with the carburetor. Yeah, something's not right with this carburetor. That's exactly what that is. Well, let's put some ammunition in there. I think that floats. Yeah, man, just have to pull the carburetor off and rebuild it or just buy a new one. It fires up. Fires up until it uses all the gas, so it's got to be the needle. Yeah, it's the needle valve. It's stuck. Gosh darn it. Well, shit. She can get her fired back up. We know she can. Okay, baby. It's definitely the needle and float. But she is running, she's idling more than what she's done. Before it wasn't even idling. I had to unplug this to make it idle. So we've got improvement. Yeah, it's definitely has a lot to do with the needle and float. That stuff's got to be sticking, so we're probably going to end up having to take the top off this carburetor and rebuild it, or just say screw it and just go buy a new one. I kind of want to just buy a new one. And once you start digging into this, and that accelerator pump's liable to fall apart, and that's one thing I cannot find for it is an accelerator pump. But it's just a little roughness on an idle, but she accelerates a lot better now. So we're going to end up coming back to this car to do some fine tuning on that carburetor. I'm going to try to take it for a drive, but I only got just about 20 minutes left on this card. So we're going to come back to it. We're going to do this carburetor up the right way, and we might just replace it, guys. So if you like this video, I know it's a kind of a long one, like, comment, subscribe, share the post. Cheapest carburetor I found was National Carburetors, $309, and I could not find, I could find a carburetor kit for it, but it had no accelerator pump, and I can't find the right accelerator pump for it. So yeah, we're coming back to it. We got a lot more work to do on this little car. Like I said, I'm gonna try to take it for a drive and see what happens. Maybe it'll clear up, because it runs pretty good. So y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.